The questions about Phil Goff's leadership continued today at a meeting of his senior colleagues about the way he dealt with the police allegations against Darren Hughes. It ended with a public show of support for Goff, but as Patrick Gower explains, they didn't totally back him up.
Phil Goff had a warning for the media, but wasn't sure if he really meant it.
Don't get run over. although in my darkest hours. Yeah, great.
The reality is things aren't that great for Goff, and Trevor Mallard was a fitting symbol. Battered and bruised, but still rolling along.
Please let me inside. Thank you.
The senior Labour MPs went behind closed doors to discuss Goff's handling of the Darren Hughes affair. Goff tried to keep the police investigation quiet, then changed position 3 times before cutting Hughes loose. So to see if they really backed him, we asked Labour's front bench if they were leader, would they have done the same?
I'm not commenting, Patrick.
But I am not the leader of the Labour Party.
Would you have done the same thing, though, as him?
As I say, any comments on that nature would be said in the room, not outside.
If you were leader, would you have acted as he has?
I'm not making any detailed comments about that. Thank you very much.
But if you were leader, would you have done things the same way?
Well, I'm not the leader, Patrick.
Purely hypothetical question, so I won't answer that way.
Let's reframe the question.
It was a question that not one of them was prepared to answer.
If you had been leader, would you have acted the same way as Phil Goff?
It's clear there had been what's known as robust discussions, but by the time they came out, they were all nodding in agreement.
We had a discussion around options on other ways that it might have been dealt with. In the end, everybody agreed that the actions that I had taken were actions that needed to be taken.
And with no apparent alternative leader, Goff's job is safe, and he knows it.
I have the full and utter support of my front bench colleagues.
So Labour's front bench has backed Phil Goff as the man to take on John Key at the election. But whether they actually think he can win is an entirely different question. Patrick Gower, 3 News.